No legit.
Marketing Tech Blog.
Because this is what people are like now. They got their phone and they're like, it won't. Give it a second. It's going to space. Can you give it a second to get back from space?
Technologic. Buy it, use it, break it.
Yes. You love that, don't
That
you?
intro forever. Yeah. So since we're talking about it, one of our most popular blog posts on the Marketing Tech Blog was our post where we list about 35 to 40 online SEO tools for measuring links, backlinks, keyword research, and ranking data.
Yep.
And so if you're a do-it-yourselfer out there, and I would be careful, but if you're a do-it-yourselfer out there and you really want to look at some of the tools out there of the trade, there's an entire list there, and we utilize some of them. SEMrush is one that we're always using. And I'll tell you that's a perfect tie-in to what you were talking about from a keyword research standpoint.
Yep.
Because a lot of these tools say, well, what are the keywords that you want to monitor? And it's really the wrong question, because sometimes you don't know. So how do you open up a platform and say, well, what keywords should I monitor? I don't know what I should monitor. And sometimes if you're a small company, they're too broad, too competitive. You shouldn't be measuring your ranking on them. You're never going to get ranking on them, possibly. Or you're going to get local ranking, but you won't get national ranking or international.
That's a reality sometimes that means it's tough to take as a client. you know?
Absolutely. And so, the reason why we like SEMrush is it's more of a discovery engine. If you've been writing content and if your site is found and if it's linked to and everything else, Google's going to make a determination of what you should rank for and what you have authority for. So we love SEMrush just because we can discover what people are ranking for rather than guessing what they should be ranking for. I think the combination of the two is pretty good. That if you want goals and if you're looking in Google Analytics, setting up, you talked about it, setting up your conversion tracking, and now you know from keyword to conversion, what's helping you, well, then you want to go after that. And many a times, like you said, you want to go after those long tail keywords that are really verbose and tie directly to your bottom line. So, Marketing Tech Blog, I'm not going to rank number one for marketing ever. I shouldn't try to rank number one for marketing.
That's not your space.
Yeah, but if it's online SEO tools, well, then maybe, because it's marketing related technologies and it's stuff that we talk about on there. But I would encourage everybody to go through the list. The transition that we're seeing with keyword ranking tools, which is pretty exciting. We were in Content Marketing World in Cleveland, which I would recommend to everybody in sales, marketing, PR space. It's just an incredible show.
I think we're going to grab some people from the show that you went to.
We're going to.
Some of the people that you met are just fantastic.
Yep, absolutely, we will. And one of the things that we saw
we're
there
going to grab
was,
them and interview them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That sounded like a threat.
Well, we might grab them. But one of the things that we saw really kind of shifting direction with the SEO tools, G-Shift Labs was there from Toronto.
Yep.
Good guys, solid keyword ranking tool at the beginning of the SEO industry. But now what they've transitioned to is more of a content discovery and performance tool, which is a little bit nicer. So they're monitoring actual social mentions and everything else on articles that you're writing. And so now when you think about that, what it can help your company with is the performance of which content drives a lot of social engagement, which I think is ultimately a good indicator of whether you're going to rank eventually or not.
Right.
If something takes off from a popularity standpoint, chances are it's going to get backlinks, and it's going to get mentions that are going to make it rank well. And so that's what these tools are now starting to do. So they're helping with keyword discovery. They're helping with search and social performance. They're tying directly. A lot of these actually, you can log into your Google Analytics with them and bring conversion data back into them, which is pretty exciting.
Yep, absolutely.
So you can see the value of this stuff. So if you go to marketingtechblog.com/SEO-tools, that's the write-up. And there's, like I said, there's over 35 of them there. But I would confer, either with Aaron or you can call us or whatever before you actually decide to make a purchase on
Yeah.
one of these tools. They can be upwards of $60,000 a year for these tools, and you may or may not get your money's worth depending on what size company you are.
There's different echelons
Yeah.
of tools that will help suffice to give you a view of your performance.
Yep.
And some of those are higher gear type of products that you need to kind of gear up to them.
And some of the expensive ones aren't worth it.
Yeah, you got that right.
So.
Well, excellent. All right. Well, thanks, Doug, for Marketing Tech Blog.
You bet.
Always check out marketingtechblog.com with everything
Everything
having to do with marketing and the like. All right, coming up.